What is up, my dedicated local focos? And I've been gone for quite a while again. Yeah, so about all of that, I've been busy with doing uni stuff. I've been busy just doing a lot of other things that isn't content. Like, I've slowed down notably on Twitch when it comes to streams. I'm thinking of coming back to YouTube to do more streams like that, so I just have some active presence. But I'm also here to just say, like, when it comes to content, I'm not exactly, like, motivated to, like, push out content as of recently. Like, I have a lot of ideas, I have a lot of, like, motivation to do projects when I'm doing other stuff. And by the time I get enough free time to go back to those projects, I just don't feel it. And it has been a weird, vicious cycle of me just, like, trying to focus on one thing, but then I have to think of, like, oh, I could be doing this, I want to do this type of content, I want to do this type of content. And by the time I get enough free time from my original responsibility to do content, I lose it all. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's ADHD, maybe it's something else, I don't know. I do not have all of the answers for myself. But in terms of content, in terms of art content, while I'm at uni, like, doing stuff, if I have my break, I go to the lounge, and then I take out a dry erase marker, and I start, like, doodling on the whiteboards, just for fun. And I have a couple of images. I'll be posting them somewhere, whether it be on the community page, it can be on Blue Sky, because I don't think I'd be, like, unless it's very specific, like a very specific thing I want, I put that on Twitter. Because as of right now, I kind of want to limit my use of Twitter a lot, especially starting from at least this season, at least this year. Because as of last year, I said, like, 12, 31, 23, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I was going to completely reset, just completely start from scratch on Twitter. And I tried that for a week, and all of my tweets have been suppressed. It's on Musk's Twitter. If you start a new account, you're basically fucked. Don't start a new account. Like, either start earlier, which that ship has sailed, or just buckle up and have some people backing you from day one, because that is not okay for you to just start an account and just be suppressed because the algorithm thinks you're a bot now. And I've literally done tests. Like, I started posting stuff on my old one because I wasn't going to delete it. I was going to leave it there for, like, as an archive. But I posted on my old account, which is my current account, and then I posted on the new account that I made, and I realized that my old account had the post there, and the new account didn't. It was hidden. It was at the very bottom of the replies. It was just gone. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to cut the crap. I'm going to delete that new account and just go back to basics. I'll give it one more year. And nothing really happened on Twitter for me to warrant continuing using Twitter. So, especially not now, because after the US election, I've seen just, it's bad. It's really bad. I've seen so much garbage just be funneled through people's insane rhetoric of just, like, not fully understanding a certain concept and just taking whatever they think that they know and pushing it as fact, and it's completely out there, completely baseless, completely wrong in most cases. And it's just getting shoveled more and more to my feed, and I don't want that. The people that I want to view, the people that I actually follow, they never show up, or they show up very infrequently on my timeline. So there's not really even a point of people following your stuff on Twitter anymore, because there's a less likely chance it's going to show up in your feed, unless you go directly to the following tab. But, like, I don't want to keep going back to my following tab. Like, I just want to look at more people's people's stuff that are outside my following, but I still want to see people have like a following that's also mixed in with other people's stuff. Because I have like, what, 80 people that I follow in total, and I only see about, I don't know, 20, let's just say that. I see at least like 20 follower type stuff on my regular feed. And then everything else is from everyone that I communicate with but don't follow. And then there's just things that I do not follow at all. Like, just random people showing up on my timeline that I do not give a shit about, saying different stuff. And it's a mixture of just things either I don't care about or things that just suck my brain mentally, because it's just, oh, this person did this person did that. It is not fun saying this person did this person did that. And at the end of the day, what they did is basically the equivalent of licking a lollipop. Here's an actual example. I saw, like, if you guys know anime, right? There's a show called Dandadan. And this 16-year-old drew fan art of Okarun and Momo with darker skin. And people from Japan, people who aren't even from Japan, just basically people who aren't of color specifically, they were just dogging the 16-year-old. It's the same thing with other things in media, like Nessa from Pokemon or Marina from Splatoon. Literally, like, all of those characters that I just listed are genuinely my favorites. Like, they're amazingly written characters, amazingly designed characters. But just because you want to make a certain character a different shade out of just inclusion, and you want to dog someone for that, like, that is not okay. Like, especially, this is a 16-year-old. And what's even funnier is that, like, the voice actors for the dub of both of those characters, they made matching profile pictures out of it, and then I think it hasn't even been a day after, but I think the VA for Okarun, AJ Beckles, I think he deactivated because of that. I genuinely, like, he could, like, I honestly hate that AJ just backed down from it, because honestly, if it were me, I would be proud of that shit. It's like, hey, this fan drew some cool art of a character that I played. I'm gonna make it my profile picture, not only because I want to cheer them up, but because I think this shit is cool. And I'm gonna stand on business. I'm gonna stand behind that. But that's just one example. There's multiple others when it comes to, like, people of color, people of sexuality or gender or whatever. I know those people also are just people that get hate for literally no reason. They just want to be themselves. I'm always an advocate for people being themselves as long as it's not harmful to others, like deliberately harmful. So yeah, I'm always going to be an advocate for that. If it's hurting people, I'm not going to support it. If it doesn't, then just do what you want to do. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna shame anybody for liking certain things unless it's either harmful to other people or criminal. I'm not gonna stand for that. So I'm just gonna make that my point now. But going back to Twitter, while I'm still on the basis, yeah, I'm gonna be using that a lot less now. Like, I could have stopped last year, back in 23, but I wanted to try something new. It didn't work, so I spent another year just testing the waters at that point. And according to Twitter, it is my 5-year anniversary. So yeah, I think that's a nice round number to just cease all important stuff, or non-important stuff rather. So basically anything that I post on Twitter is just going to be mainly business. It's been that way since the start of this year, but it's mainly going to be like business type stuff, like, oh, I'm streaming this, or oh, I uploaded a new video on that, blah blah blah, when those times come. And as of this year, specifically for art, and maybe I'll put like some of that business stuff that I was talking about on Blue Sky. I just want more people to join Blue Sky so that I can like follow them again, and then just like have a better time just on social media. So I'm not always just like looking for Twitter to see what people have done. And it's like, I get it, like Twitter was here first, and people have made livelihoods on it, and it's hard to switch, but I just want like the peace of mind knowing that I can go somewhere else. So yeah, I'll be on Blue Sky for that. I'll still be on Twitter. It's just very infrequent. Like I'll just be on and off just for my own mental health. Also Instagram, if we can move on to that. I heard that they are doing AI generated shits, or they're just working with AI for stuff. So I'm not gonna be posting anything of value for like my craftsmanship onto Instagram anymore. Like social media is changing. Social media is changing a lot for artists, and I genuinely do not like how that is. So yeah, I don't know what exactly to do in terms of art stuff and where to post it. So like my best bet is Blue Sky, because they have that security of knowing that yeah, we're not gonna mess with AI on our blog, so that's all good. But anywhere else, like I'm probably just gonna stop like doing stuff on Twitter when it comes to art. When it comes to music though, I would put some of my music doodles on Twitter. I would not do it on. Actually, I might do some on Blue Sky. I'll do some on Blue Sky. I'm just not fully on Blue Sky yet because there's still people coming over. I still need to get used to the whole program. I've been on it for almost a year at this point, since February. But as of right now, I just need time to like adjust to that new platform before I do anything like heinous. So yeah, that's just me talking about social media stuff. As for content though, it's going to be a lot slower. Like as slow as this year, but I hope it's not going to be as slower. I don't want to come back to my channel and then this video is right next to a video of me doing this exact video again. I never want that to happen. I did Let's Plays in the past where I've literally haven't touched the project in a full year. So yeah, we gotta work on that. And also when it comes to Let's Play content, right? Let's Play content on YouTube has changed. It has changed a lot. Like, people don't really look at Let's Plays like they did back in like 2014, 10 years ago, or around that time. They don't really do that anymore. Now people just like stream their entire reactions to games on their streaming sites, whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube or wherever the hell they want to post their streams. But when it comes to like putting that on YouTube, they normally just have like one big VOD channel, or just one channel where it's like VOD clips smashed into one singular video. If it's too long, maybe 2 or 3. But as in terms of just like Let's Play content, I don't really have that big of a drive to do that. By the way, I was planning since last year, either last year or this year, to put out Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the DLC courses. I wanted to put those out as a video, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to set it up. As you can see back there, I have a new flat screen. I recorded my first video on like a smaller flat screen. I could do that again, but again, I've changed how I did things. I had a new laptop. I had a new camera. giant video where it's just the DLC courses, where I just play 48, where I just play 48 courses for like, say 2 hours maybe. I think it should be like 2 hours to like get it all there. But then I thought that just feels weird, because like I'm just going from course to course. It just doesn't feel right. I never knew what to do with that. I might go back to the gameplay angle if I were to get everything set up, but I just need to know how I'd set it up first. So yeah, that was supposed to be like a 2-year long venture that I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do that since 23. It's 24. It's almost 25. And that's just one thing I wanted to get out there, but I still just didn't know what to do. But that being said, as of right now, back in July, something happened to my Switch where the charging chip just fried, and now I have not been able to play my Switch for at least 6 months at this point. That's a fun way to end my summer. Like, literally half of my summer wasted because I cannot play my Switch, which is genuinely sad. I wanted to play Pizza Tower because I knew that one came out. Anton Blast, I've heard that game for a while. It came out. Shoutouts to Summit and Tower Toward the Pizza for getting those games out. There's Sonic X Shadow Generations. That game I want digitally. I'm not a fan of them like redubbing the 2011 script. Like, that's not the strongest of points. But like, I would assume like the game itself isn't buggy, that it's still good as it was in 2011. I just hope that when I get that game and my Switch gets fixed, that it's good. That's all I want. By the way, if any game comes to Switch, I'll get it for my Switch. I'm not gonna do it on Steam. Like, Steam is for like free games that are like big enough for me to talk about or play. But like, unless someone gives me like a $5 gift card for Steam, then I'll like shovel some more into that. But by the way, it's kind of weird that you have to pay like $5 in order for you to get like, just to add friends, $5 has to go to your Steam wallet. I guess it's because of like people botting, so they want you to pay to make sure like you're through, because bots can't pay for your some shit. I don't know. I just think it's weird that I can't, at the very least, like friend people that I talk to on Steam before anything else. That's very strange. But in terms of that, I need to get my Switch fixed. And I need to get some games because it's the holiday season, and I don't think I'll be able to play any of those types of games until maybe next summer, potentially. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next month, so I just need to squabble up, get some bread, and pay $120 just to get that shit shipped. That's going to be stupid. Oh, and also, my Pro Controller, that's been like the left stick, it still works, but it's very loose, but it still works. It's $30 to repair it, but it still works. So yeah, I just need to get my bread up. I actually need to find like an actual job, because like I've been focusing on uni shit for the past couple of years, because I didn't want to take my focus away from me studying stuff to just like try to get money, because like my track mind is very based on routine. So if I'm focused on one thing, I will not be able to focus on another. I went to see Sonic Movie 3, and can I just say, I freaking won. I won so hard. There, like, honestly, with all of the Robotniks, with all of the shadows and all of the characters in that movie, I'm kind of disappointed to say there wasn't any metal in there. Okay, spoilers aside, I went there for not exactly my birthday, but we did have something planned this week. I went with some friends from uni. We went there, we geeked out like the Sonic nerds we were, and went to Regal in Sonic movie 3, great film. Genuinely, honestly, I don't know if it's because it's my first time like walking into an actual theater to see a Sonic movie. Like the first two movies I saw on my dad's makeshift Roku box, which had like different movies just compiled onto it from files and shit like that. But in terms of like the movie itself, I don't know if it's just the theatrics, if it's my first time viewing the movie in a theater with friends and we're all like high energy to see a Sonic film in 2 years. I don't know if it's better than 2 or if 3 is the greatest film of all time. Like the amount of aura, the amount of just straight up vibes and sauce that you can put into a movie starring 2 beloved characters like Sonic and Shadow. Like, it was so good. Like, the dynamic between the Robotniks were weird, but I loved it. I loved the little banters that they do. I love the little, like, the connections. There was a dance scene in there. I'm trying to not spoil too much. Like, I'm going based off what they showed in the trailers. That isn't, like, necessarily a spoiler, but can I just say, that movie, especially after the 3rd act, all sauce. It is genuinely so good, man. I'm not even kidding. Oh, man. But, yeah. I genuinely do think that Sonic Movie 3 has to be better than 2. Because I fucking love 2. Sonic Movie 2, amazing film. Sonic Movie 3 just had all the sauce. It even had some musical arrangements. A lot more musical arrangements than the first 2 films, I can say that much. That was a great movie, genuinely. And there's this giant, like, Dr. Robotnik. Those are normally 2 reflective orbs, but they painted it, they donned it in this attire to make it look like Dr. Robotnik. And I think that's really funny. I love that. Also, by the way, it's surrounded by a roller rink, like not an ice skating rink, like a regular roller skating rink. There is an ice skating rink like where we were at, but yeah, that was there, and I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, Sonic Movie 3, phenomenal film. It is actually peak. I need to re-watch it so that I can give like a solid number grade for it, because I did it with the other 2 movies. Sonic 1, I think I gave it like an 8, like 7.5, 8, around that caliber. Sonic Movie 2, I gave it like an 8.5 to a 9. This movie is a 9, but I need to watch it again to see if it's like an 8.5 type 9 or if it's actually like a 9 type of 9, or maybe even a 9.5 type of 9. Because I don't give like perfect 10s unless it's like peak cinema, peak cinema. But yeah, that's basically my short review without any spoilers, or at least minimal spoilers as possible. That is my whole thing of Sonic 3 from when I've watched it. I was at Regal. It was great. But back to just TLDRing it because I wanted to wrap this up in a nice little bow. Number 1, again, Sonic Movie 3, great film. I'll be cutting back on Twitter for the time being. I'll be very limited over there. I'll be a little bit more active on Blue Sky, or at least try to be. I will still use Instagram, but like not to a public extent. So like you can still find me there. You can still like message me, talk to me, and do stuff over there, but I just won't really be like posting art or anything like that. I'll post images, but I won't really be posting like any of my drawings over there anymore, as long as they're keeping up the AI shtick. And in terms of YouTube and Twitch, Twitch live streams are gonna be infrequent. YouTube videos that are just like me fully editing stuff also most likely are gonna be infrequent, as long as I don't keep having this stagnation of motivation and energy and time. I don't know like, I have a lot of things in the back burner. Like, I have a lot of things in the back burner. Like, I have music drafts that I haven't finished or, like, completed or just, like, tuned to my liking. And if anything I don't feel like finishing, I might just, like, put them as, like, a reference point on my second channel, LOCO, where I just do music stuff. Might just do, like, a list of unfinished things that I worked on, and then just, like, put them out into the ether. I might make that, like, a little Christmas present for all of you. As for the main channel, I don't know what to do with the main channel. Like, I don't know what videos to put out on there. Like, I have ideas. When it comes to the live streams, I was doing a lot of Friday Night Funkin' stuff. Those are, like, days old. Those are years old at this point. But when I do those streams, I'm trying to condense them into a video. But I also didn't want it to be like, oh, I'm just playing this game and it's just my face just trying to focus. So I've decided that at the end of those videos, whenever I make them, I'll edit a second part where I, like, critique. Well, it's not even like me critiquing it, it's more so just like me doing, like, a tier list of the songs that I liked and where I'd rank them. But yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do when it comes to Friday Night Funkin' stuff on the main channel. When it comes to, like, music stuff on the second channel, I'll probably shovel all of my unfinished stuff over there, because it just makes a good, like, vantage point as to what I've been working on and where I've came from and where I've been going for the past year when it comes to music. Like, I don't think I'll be doing music forever. When it comes to the music that I'm making now, what I want to put out there, it's basically just going to be me experimenting with stuff and seeing what sounds good and what doesn't, which does take time and motivation. But it also takes, like, a lot of time and resources in order to get all of that stuff out there. And also, I've been learning slowly but surely FL Studio, and the trial version genuinely sucks. Like, there was a day where I was trying to tone my voice in new tone, because it's a lot better than the chromatic that I had when I made camp. So I might find a workaround to that, try to get some chromatics to work properly on new tone, so that I can actually make a proper chromatic that doesn't make me sound like either a pipsqueak or a voiced fool. But yeah, when it comes to music, I'm just trying to iron out those kinks. I'm always trying to iron out kinks with everything that I do in my day-to-day life. But yeah, that's YouTube. That's the second channel. That's Twitch. That's all of my socials. That's Sonic Movie. And just one final thing. Since I'm recording this a day after my birthday, which, by the way, I'm 21. Yay. Happy belated birthday to Funny Man Jacob Alfarad. We share a birthday. And also, happy 2-week belated birthday to BB Panzu. I did make an animation for when I was 20. It was a short thing. I put it out on Twitter. I don't know if I'll be doing that again, but if I do, that's gonna be what I'm talking about, because I brought up Alfarad and BB Panzu. I wanted to, like, shout those guys out in it if I ever do make it. But yeah, I may as well say it now, just in case that doesn't happen. But yeah, shout outs to those two guys. But right now, I don't think I have anything else to say, except I'm 21 now. Now I have to learn to deal with more bullshit. And I guess happy holidays and have a happy new year, because this is just a recap of just the year and where my head's at. And I just need to find, like, a balance, maybe some control, in order for me to just, like, get motivated, get back on the saddle, and just, like, push to make more content, better content. Because right now I'm just, like, in a bit of a slump. It's not like a big slump, because, like, I do still have ideas, but I just need to push those ideas out. That's where the motivation needs to lie. But in terms of everything else, yeah, things are gonna be a little bit slower, but hopefully they're not gonna like disappear forever. Hopefully they're gonna be better than they were this year or the previous years that I've actually been pushing content out. But yeah, hopefully everything gets just a little bit better in the future. I just genuinely hope, because oh boy, it is not the best way to end the year as of right now. I genuinely hope that next year is better. Like, me mentally, this year has been pretty good, but like, it could be so less shit. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for right now. Thank you all so much for hearing me out. I just hope things get better next year. Happy holidays. Have a good rest of your year. Sorry if I just talk over myself and ramble and just like lose my words and shit. But at the end of the day, at least I can safely say that I know what I'm talking about whilst I ramble. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next year. Wish me a happy birthday, or happy belated because it's a day after. And I will see you all in 2025. Peace.